Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Keller.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Boston Celtics.
And, you know, coming down the stretch in that game, they didn't have all the guys they would have liked on the floor because of the foul trouble they were in.
And as a result, Steve, they had to back down a little bit so they wouldn't get themselves into even more foul trouble.
So on the floor, Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Ryan Vucevic are the power forward and center. And it's Peyton in at the point guard.
Well, last season, the fans in Indiana finally came back in bunches to support their hometown Pacers. They're in the top 10 in attendance, up from 25th in 2013.
And the shot's good from Jay. Now here's Stuckey. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Feet away, and the shot is good. And the Pacers lead by 2.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on him.
And there's the basket. Good from Jane.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Now here is Hill. He's tightly guarded. The feed to Hibbert. Outside Hill. Hibbert with a screen for Hill. Clock at 6. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Well, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
Shot's good from James.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
Stuckey kicks to Hill. Buries it down low. Hill's got 7 points in the game.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Jay, he's guarded by Hill. Here's Vucevic, and they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Pass to Copeland. Shoots from the baseline, and it's off the back rim. No good.
They've got a narrow edge here in rebounding early on. You wonder how much that'll play going forward.
Well, I like the way they've set the tone. You know, they're going to have to continue to work at it, but rebounds will be key in this game, no question about it.
And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity for points on the break. This lead, I think, is headed north.
Kicks it to Vucevic. Right through the knee for the layup. Vucevic has got 8 points. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, they gave away a lot of points at the free throw line in that game. Maybe it was being on the road. Maybe they were just out of sync, but something had them rattled.
Steve, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but clearly the misses from the stripe had an impact.
Well, Steve, George Hill starting at point guard, maybe more of a combo guard than a true point. What do you think?
Well, yeah, no question he's a combo. Career average of only about 3 assists, so he's not a classic point guard. And a lot of people have argued that the Pacers need more of a playmaker, but I like what Hill brings to the table. Defensive-minded, smart, a team guy, good shooter. So he's an important player for this club.
Watson up top. His last outing, he had 8 points. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Foul already, and that's going to force him to, I think, tone it down a little bit at the defensive end.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Hill.
Boy, you talk about Hill defensively now. 6'3", athletic, long arms, extremely smart, knows how to avoid being screened, never gives up on plays. You know, from his time with the Spurs and now Coach Vogel in Indy, he has the outstanding technique to complement those physical tools, and that makes him one of the best defenders at his position.
Stuckey dishes to Watson. West a screen on Gordon. Now Miles. Can't connect from short range.
And you know the other thing I like about George Hill, an excellent caretaker of the ball. He may not create a ton of assists, but he gets them into their offense and really values the possession.
And Fournier kicks it to Ridnour. Passes it to Jay. Shot clock at 6. The dish to McRoberts. Fournier, that's for 2. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
That's one he knows he should have made.
To the inside, Miles. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Miles has got his first basket of the night.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Feeds it to Fournier. And the pass to Jay. And he connects with the jumper. Jay's got 10.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
And here's Watson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Mahinmi passes to Miles. Watson kicks to Miles. Watson with it. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Another shot. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Pacers leading by a point. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
Wednesday, March 11th, Nikola Vucevic and the Orlando Magic go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. It's an Eastern Conference duel.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
And you could see early on, guys, they were going to go inside and try to establish their offense in the paint area. That's exactly what they've done.
And I think that's exactly where they should continue to attack moving forward, Steve.
We've got West. Watson out there with Rodney Stuckey. Then there's C.J. Miles. And it's Mahinmi at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
C.J. Watson at 6'2" is an outstanding shooting combo guard. He's an excellent marksman from behind the three-point line, which helps his team space the floor, but he's also an underrated defender.
Both free throws good from Watson. And for Watson, between his outside shooting guys and his solid defense, he makes a nice backup.
Yeah, pretty good at getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. You know, a player who spent a little time in the D-League out of college and now has really solidified his place as an NBA player.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, Paul George has stated plainly that he hopes to post up much more off. Last season, he was basically dead last among forwards, only posting up on 5% of his possessions. He's put on muscle and developed his back-to-the-basket footwork. He said, quote, I plan on being a lot more physical, seeking contact and finishing through it. That's my next step. He's trying to evolve, Kevin.
A good move considering his size and explosiveness, Doris. Thanks. The Pacers have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And over the course of the season, guys, they've shot a very respectable 78% from the line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Jay. Goes back up. And another shot. And the jumper falls for him. Jay's got 12 in the game.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And Indiana making a change here. Copeland's checked in. The change for the Magic. Harris is checked in for Evan Fournier. Pacers leading by 4. Watson kicks to Copeland. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And we've got some time for a look at the 2K leaderboard now. and some point guards who have been very adept at putting the ball in the basket since the All-Star break. Well, you look at Jay, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
Well, he's been even more accurate with his shooting than he's been with his passing. Just a terrific percentage from the field for him.
And those shots aren't all coming from 10 feet and in. I mean, he's taking legitimate shots. I mean, it might seem like it because of his percentage that he's in close, but he's putting up those numbers from outside.
The Magic trail by 4. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. He told Jay that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thank you, Doris. Pass to Ridnour. Jay, he's covered by Watson. Steps back and fires. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 14 points for Jay. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Watson dishes to West. Misses in close. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. And stolen by Watson. West outside. Watson kicks to Miles. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Indiana.
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers.
Nice shooting.
Scola comes in. We've got 1:13 left here in the second. Payton passes to Jay. He dishes it to McRoberts. 6 to shoot. The baseline Jay. The Pacers pull it in. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Miles. Tries again. And the layup good by West. And the Pacers lead by 13.
Well, if they didn't look at the scoreboard, you'd think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I like the energy they're playing with here, Steve. I mean, a nice uptick in their second chance points.
No good from Jay.
Boy, for my taste, he's far too inconsistent with that shot. I mean, he's got to make those if he's going to take his game to the next level.
And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. The Magic making a switch here. Ridnour's checked in.
In for the Magic, Luke Ridnour.
Outside Hill. He feeds it to Stuckey. 6 to shoot. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Stuckey's got 6.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Here's Jay. The 17-footer goes down. Jay's got 6 here in this quarter.
How huge has he been, giving his team the lift?
Without his work offensively, Steve, I don't know where they'd be. Shooting at great efficiency. I don't think they'd have a chance.
And that concludes the first.
All right, we've got some work to do, but it's not too late. Let's put our stamp on.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get some changes for Indiana. Roy Hibbert's checked in for West. And it's Watson in for George Hill. On the court for Orlando. At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Ryan Vucevic at the power forward and center. And it's Payton in at the guard position. Here's Scola. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Scola's got 10.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Mahoney's checked in.
And now a look at Roy Hibbert. Some stats on him. How his last 10 games have gone. 7th in blocks. And how about his accuracy from the foul line, guys? He is in the top 10 in free throw percentage.
You know, Steve, he's doing what very few players in the league are really capable of, and that's impacting games through his low post defensive presence. And he's one of the best shot blockers in the game in terms of his ranking, so no surprise.
And the basket by Harris.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Tries from the block. Offensive rebound. Scola. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Scola's got 12. The Magic trail by 16. Jay. He's covered by Watson. It's Oladipo on the wing. Jay, the pass to Vucevic. The shot no good. Great D that time from Hibbert.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
Yep, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
Here's Stuckey. And it's rejected. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. For the Magic, Josh McRoberts comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And Gordon subbed in for Channing Frye.
Josh McRoberts. Aaron Gordon.
5 to shoot. Here's Stuckey. Stuckey with another miss. The Magic trail by 16. Jay, he's covered by Watson. Harris passes to Jay. There's a screen. Off the pick. And the jumper is good. Jay's got 4 points this quarter.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Pacers leading by 14. Watson kicks to Scola. And there's whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Boy, Magic having lots of trouble defending against Scola.
12 points and a steal. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
Well, it's a good example, Clark, of how you set the table for the rest of your teammates. He's really brought focus and energy to this game.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Hibbert. And it's C.J. Miles in for Chris Copeland. To the paint, off the screen, and it's Gordon missing.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick, just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. The guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Here is Watson. 8 points for him. Taken away by Ridnour. And up the court come the Magic on the break. The shot's good from Jay. Jay's got 22 points.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
Well, the steal made it possible. It all starts with the defense, and they could use a few more sequences like that one.
Watson with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Scola with a clean look. It's good, and Watson picking up the assists. Watson's got 3 assists tonight. The Magic trail by 16. Dishes it to Gordon. Here's McRoberts. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Indiana leading by 14. Watson kicks to Stuckey. They set the screen. Now the feed to Watson. And it's blocked, but he stays with it. Here's Scola. Out to Stuckey. Shot clock at 2. They shoot again. The shot no good. And Orlando the other way now.
It's been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Here's Jay. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Mahinmi's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
Scola, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Scola's got 12 points here in the second half. The Magic trail by 16, and Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, the Pacers head coach Frank Vogel has helped turn this team into a powerhouse. He's had a reputation for positivity, lifting his players up and boosting their confidence. As Paul George put it, Coach has no shame in calling you out. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get embarrassed. No one wants that, Kevin.
He'll call you out, Doris, that's for sure, thanks. Pacers leading by 12. Watson kicks to Mahimi. Miles dishes to Stuckey. That one goes. Stuckey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And another gap in the defense found right there. This is one of the worst defensive performances I have ever seen.
Here's McRoberts. Here's Jay. That's good. And it's Rittenauer picking up the assist. That's 29 points for Jay.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Scola, no luck. The Magic trail by 11. Here's Jay. And again, it's Orlando converting.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Mahimi passes to Watson. He kicks to Miles. Fournier pulls it down. Fournier's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Jay. Misses the 3. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the finish, guys, this is where you know you are right on the money with that pass. Look at that. Perfectly timed.
Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court right now for the Pacers. Down low, Rest and Hibbert. The backcourt, Hill and Myers. And it's Copeland in at the 3 slot.
They're going to have to tighten up defensively, guys, because they're really giving up way too many open looks.
Here's Jay. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, desperation 3. I think he's got to look to move the ball on in that situation.
Hibbert with a screen on Harris. Pass to Hill. Kicks it to Miles. Unloads from 13. Nice touch on the bank shot. And the Pacers lead by 13. Orlando with the ball. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road.
Well, no doubt the Milwaukee fans want to see the Bucks take that game.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Passes it to Hibbert. For rebound by Jay. Jay's got his 6th rebound on the night. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Shot on the wing. And he overshot that one, missing.
Great look. Disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
Now, here is Hill. Back to Hibbert. The dish to Miles. And he gets it to go.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
The Magic trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
The Magic have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Jay. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Jay's got 36.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Feeds to Miles. This one for 3. Miles with another miss. The Magic trail by 8. Here's Jay. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
And Miles kicks to Hill. And there's the pass to Miles. Indiana again missing. Here's Orlando now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. The shot's good from Jay.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
Miles dishes to Hibbert. Hill has the open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
They needed that one. Their lead has been dwindling here.
Well, you know what, Steve? A few good possessions, and you couple that with some stops, they'll be able to pad that lead again. Here's Jay. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pacers leading by 5. Now Miles. Outside Hill. Here's Hibbert. Shot clock at 6. Hits the jumper. The Magic trail by 7. Pass to Harris. All sorts of time. Here's Jay. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Jay's got 44. Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it. Hill passes to Copeland. It's back to Hill. Right side Hill. Hibbert trying to free himself up. Hill, no good.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Pick by Vucevic. Here's Jay, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Now just a 3-point Pacer lead.
Well, with his team struggling, he is taking it upon himself to get them back into this game.
Dishes to Miles. Inside to Hibbert. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. It's stolen by Hill. And Miles kicks to Hibbert. And that one is stuck right through. Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break. And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Here's Jay. Off target from 3-point range. Pacers leading by 5. And here is Hill. He dishes it to Miles. He feeds it to Hibbert. And it's Hill penetrating from 11 feet away. He kicks it to West. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going. Here's Jay. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done. How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk. A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
Harris misses.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out here.
Here's Copeland. There's the feed to Hill. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
George Hill, an efficient combo guard. He was acquired by the Pacers in a draft day deal back in 2011. That was the Kawhi Leonard trade, with Leonard, of course, going to the Spurs. It's a trade that benefited both sides.
Rodney Stuckey's checked in for C.J. Miles. And a change for the Magic. Fry's checked in. Got that bucket in no time at all. 48 points for Jay. The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit. West setting the pick for Hill. to West. Lets it go from 14. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 5 assists in the game.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Stuckey dishes to Hill. And Copeland kicks to Hill. That 3 off the mark. The Magic trail by 11. Vucevic is screen on Stuckey. Here's Jay. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. West with some nice D. Here's Indiana. They're on a 15-6 run. Kicks to Stuckey. It's hauled in by Fry.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Here's Jay. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Jay's got it back down to within single digits for the match. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Picked by West. Passes it to Copeland. Hill kicks to Copeland. Trains the three-pointer.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
The Magic trail by 12. Picked by Vucevic. Jay, the pass to Vucevic.
Nikola Vucevic has a basketball pedigree. I mean, it's pretty impressive. His father played professionally in Europe for more than 2 decades, including for the Yugoslavia national team. His mother was a player as well. So you might say his DNA was set up to play the game. Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he's got 12 rebounds and a block.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Indiana. Outside Hill. Back to Scola, and stolen by Fry. Stuckey against Vucevic. Now the pass to Jay. Another miss by Orlando. And Vucevic, a growing celebrity in his native Montenegro, building on his family's basketball legacy.
Yeah, Vucevic, perhaps not a household name yet in the United States, but the way he's begun his career may not be the case for long.
Jay, the pass to Fry. It's stolen by Hill.
Minutes.
1:58 left in the 4th. The dish now to Copeland. Feeds it to Scola. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Harris. The Magic trail by 12. Pass to Fry. Pass to Jay. Just 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And Channing Frye hits from deep.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Pacers leading by 9. Outside Hill. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. Here's Stuckey. 1:09 left in the 4th quarter. Copeland dishes to Hibbert. Shot clock at 6. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Here's Scola. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. .58 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Jay, he's guarded by Hill. Puts up a 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3. Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, main priority now has to be take care of the ball and use up some clock.
And he gets it to go.
And they're getting that lead way up there now. I mean, it should be a stroll to the final whistle from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, it'd be almost impossible for them to blow a lead like this.
Lets it go with a three. Pacers with the rebound. One more rebound, he's got a double-double.
Well, some really nice work on the glass, and he's really controlled that paint area tonight.
Here's Scola. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Jay. Missed. So it's in.
David, this...
Yo, what's going on tonight? I'm running free all over the court. You didn't give me the rock.
Man, what are you talking about?
Man, I'm talking about making sure I get my touches, yo. Move the basketball, share with your teammates. Make the extra pass so we get easy looks. Got it?
You might be right, man. I probably did have a little tunnel vision out there tonight. Next game, I'll make sure I share the ball more with you, all right? Cool?
Cool.
So, here we are again. You've kept your part of the bargain.
What bargain is that?
I told you if you kept playing like you were, you'd be in the starting lineup. You have, and you are.
In the starting lineup? Yeah!